A WordPress blog or website has two main parts. A front end, which is what the public sees when they visit your site, and a dashboard or back end, which is where you write your articles, post photos and videos, moderate comments, and control the look and functionality of the site. So far, we've looked at the WordPress.com front end, which is where you find Reader, Freshly Pressed, and other content, and we've looked at your own blog's front end. Now it's time to look at the inner workings of your new blog, the WordPress.com dashboard. Having a solid understanding of how the WordPress.com dashboard works will save you a lot of time when you want to get things done, and it will give you full control over your new blog. There are several ways to access the WordPress.com dashboard. If you're logged into WordPress.com and you're on the front end, you can simply go to My Blog and then select Blog Admin to get to the dashboard. You can also find the icon that represents you and just select the name of your blog right here in the dropdown. This will also take you directly to the dashboard. If you're looking at your own site, you can either go to the name of your site and select Dashboard, or you can go to your own name on the right, hover over the name of your blog and click Dashboard, or you can simply go to the address bar, put in your URL and slash, and then wp-admin. This is also how you would access your site if you're logged out. So let me just log out so I can show you. So I'll sign out. Then I'll go to justmorton.wordpress.com/wp-admin. Hit enter. This will take me to the login window for my own blog. And from here, I just put in my username and my password, click login, and I log in to the back end of my site. And now I think you see why I haven't shown you the WordPress.com dashboard until now. When you first visit the WordPress.com dashboard, it can be quite a jarring experience because there is so much going on here. This is one of the challenges with WordPress and WordPress.com. As the application has grown and become more complex, allowing you to do more things, it's also become more complex, so it's harder to work with. And that is especially true when you go to the backend. So the first time people visit the WordPress.com backend, they tend to be taken aback by all the information. The great thing, though, is that while all this information looks really imposing and it looks like a bit of an information overload, it really isn't. If you sit down and actually read through what it says on the page, you'll notice that all of this makes a lot of sense. The first time you visit the WordPress.com dashboard for your own site, you'll get this big flag at the top that gives you the message "Welcome to WordPress.com" and tells you information about your site. Here you have the link to your dashboard, the one we used, justmorton.wordpress.com/wp-admin. You can also go and visit the Zero to Hero guide, which will tell you about how to become a great blogger. You can go and ask questions on the documentation pages. You can watch the Welcome to WordPress.com video, and you can get resources about doing different things within WordPress.com. I urge you to take the time to read this. If you don't want to do it right now, you can simply click Remind Me Later, and this screen will show up again. Or if you're done reading it, you can click on Hide This Screen. So that's what I'm going to do. And this alone makes this page a little more manageable. Now, before we dive into all the features, let me just explain briefly how the WordPress.com dashboard works. The dashboard consists of two main elements. You have a toolbar here on the left that has links to all the main features. When you have a feature selected, like dashboard, you get a breakdown of all the sub-features under it. If you select a different feature, let's say posts, you'll see you get a flyout with all the different options. And if I were to select post, those options would dock under here, just like with dashboard. On the right-hand side, the main area, you get the contextual elements of whatever you selected in the menu. So right now I'm at dashboard, where I can see what's happening right now on my blog. I have quick press, where I can quickly write a blog post. I can see my recent drafts. I can see stats, recent comments, and other things. But if I change to something else, let's say I go to posts and select all posts, you'll see the entire window changes, and I now have information about all the posts on my site. You also see that my toolbar changed, so now posts are in focus and all the flyout elements have been docked underneath posts. The toolbar on the left here is split into three main sections. At the top you have Dashboard and Store. Dashboard gives you information about your site and what's going on the site. And Store allows you to upgrade your WordPress.com site to add new features. The next section consists of all your content management tools. So you have posts, media, links, pages, comments, and feedback. These items comprise all the content that you will be producing from within WordPress to publish or to do something with. Posts, media, links, pages, and comments are all public. Feedback is stuff people put into your site that is then sent to you, let's say a contact form or a poll or a rating. The third main section is the application management section. You find it down here at the bottom where you have appearance, users, tools, and settings. And from these options, you manage the appearance of your site, who gets to use the site, the tools that are available for the site, and also the settings for the site itself so you can reconfigure it. Combined, the options you see in this toolbar give you complete control of your WordPress.com blog and allow you to do pretty much anything you want. Now, before we get going, let me give you a few tips. No matter where you are in the WordPress.com dashboard, you'll always have two options appear up here in the right-hand corner. You have screen options, which drops down and allows you to toggle elements on and off. So for example, right now you'll see all the elements for this window are turned on, but I can go in and toggle any one of the elements on and off. You'll see right now I'm toggling comments, which is this bar here, on and off. And this will allow you to customize the page. You can also see how many posts you want to display on one of these index pages through the screen options. You'll also always have a help tab that will give you contextual help based on what page you are on. So when you are on the posts page, you get help information about the posts page. If you go into a single post, let's say I add a new post, and you hit the help button again, you now get help about this page, the add a new post page. Likewise, the screen options again will change and let me customize this particular view. That means if you ever see something on my screen that you can't see on yours, try to go to screen options and toggle things on and off and see if you can find that feature up here, because more than likely it's been turned off. Another thing worth noting about the WordPress.com dashboard is that anytime you see a panel like this that has a gray bar and an arrow on the side, you can collapse it by simply clicking on the arrow, and you can also grab the panel and move it around. This makes the interface extremely flexible, and anytime you change something, it'll be saved for your login, so that the next time you come in, the configuration will be the same as the way you left it. This gives you the ability to fully customize your user interface by dragging and dropping elements to where you want them to appear as you're managing your content. Of course, reorganizing your content will also make it harder to follow this course because I will leave everything the way it is by default. So if you reorganize things, your screen won't match mine. But if that's what you want to do, you are perfectly free to do so. But this feature is here for a reason. Depending on the way you create content and what you're going to put into that content, reconfiguring your user interface may make sense to you. I have a custom user interface setup I use for my blogs, and you will have your preferred method of doing it too. So now you know how you can reconfigure it.